How many people went with you?
There were 9 of us.
9.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the oldest?
Oh, good. I'm 70. I think there was a gentleman who was 82 years old and had dementia.
And he did it? Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So we're back to Fierce Aging. This is our 5th installment for 2024. And we have Chris in the studio today. She is 70 years young. She is going to surprise you with some of the exciting extracurricular activities she's been doing. And I'm giving her a really beautiful, fresh look. Now, again, this series is about enhancing your beauty. It's not about covering up. That's just not my style. I don't do heavy makeup. It's about feeling confident, feeling beautiful as we're aging in all these different decades, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. So I hope you enjoy today's segment. Are you ladies ready? Let's get this beauty started. So first of all, I have to know about this. Is this the first time you went skydiving?
Yes. Yes.
And was it because of your age at 70? Bucket list?
Was something I've always, yes, it was a bucket list. It's something I've always wanted to do. I didn't go after it, and it just never presented itself. Now I live in a community. There are all sorts of activities. We have an activities director. She's always planning things, and there it popped up on my email, skydiving. And I said, I can't ignore it. I just have to do it.
How many people went with you?
There were 9 of us.
9.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the oldest?
Oh, good. I'm 70. I think there was a gentleman who was 82 years old and had dementia.
And he did it?
He did. He was the first one up and the first one down.
Oh my gosh.
He did it. Yeah. So I was the 4th one. I said, oh my goodness, if this gentleman can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was, so it presented itself. We went. It was amazing.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. I'm happy with myself that I went for it. Yeah.
That's incredible.
As far as beauty is concerned, it's a change because for some reason, in the past year, I've decided to take care of my skin more than I ever have. I was a sun baby. Do you know, I'm always out in the sun. The difference is I'm taking more care of my skin than I was.
So you have more of a routine now.
Absolutely, more of a routine. The micellar water, the toner, the serums, the moisturizer.
And do you see a difference in your skin?
I actually have. I think it's actually helped my pores close up a little bit more, which were not, they may not be great, but I think it's better. I have oily skin, so I thought I was naturally moisturized.
That's what my husband always says.
I'm naturally moisturized. And now I use it and I go, no, this is good that I'm using moisturizer. As far as makeup routine, I was never a big makeup person. I Googled makeup for an older woman and you popped up. And so I've tried it and I see a different, I like less is more.
Right.
Less is more. And it feels, I was a professional woman all my life, so I was like, blue eyeshadow, the whole thing, and then stopped. And so now it's just like a little bit goes a long way. That's how I feel.
What would you say to women that are maybe struggling, that aren't, out there skydiving or pushing themselves? Is there any kind of advice to kind of live the best golden years that they can?
I do. You hear it all the time, but I think baby steps, whether it's just getting out and walking, or joining a book club. It doesn't have to be jumping out of an airplane or playing pickleball 3-4 times a week. Or I think it's just being involved and being interested in something.
Right.
If it makes you smile, do it.
All right, ladies, we're going to start first with getting right into the makeup tutorial. So what I did was I prepped Chris's face first with the Transformative Brilliance Serum from Estee Lauder. That went on first. I wanted something very nice and smooth to be hydrating her skin, lightweight. And then I put on the Estee Lauder, I used this before actually in one of our videos, the Ultimate Diamond Transformative Eye Serum. And then what I did was I just put on our new eye masks. These are 100% medical grade silicone, and it just pushes all the product into her skin. So we did that before. I feel like it's made a huge difference with what I've been doing with my skincare. So we are coming out with these soon. I'm very excited about them because they're just has our rose pattern on the pads, and it just is really exciting for us to see them working magic on our face. So we're going to start off with our eye primer. This is the first thing. Now, Chris has been using makeup, but she hasn't used an eye primer or a face primer. She's kind of less is more, which we're going to honor today. but we're going to mix it up for her. We'll be using Naughty Nancy and Plum, something different. So we're going to just kind of play with color with Chris today, kind of see if we can get some really beautiful, just fresh, vibrant look. So I'm taking our eye primer and I'm going to prime Chris's eyes. The reason why I do this first is I don't want to do perfect, beautiful skin and then go into the eyeshadow and make a mistake, or maybe with the mascara. So I always do eyes first. And the reason why I'm using our eye primer is to help with the discoloration on the lids. I just want to kind of give it a nice base for our eyeshadow. This means our eyeshadow is going to look true and it's going to stay all day. So I start at the base of the lashes and it's a nice sheer veil. So you're going to see that it's going to cover all of the red, the pigmentation. This isn't a huge, heavy coat of an eye primer. You just want to nicely smooth out the color on the eyelids and prep your eyelids. I'm going to go in with the Naughty Nancy. I think this is going to be really beautiful. This was named after my aunt. She's a little naughty. My mom was Sweet Carol, so we can see how that plays out. These are 2 little brushes that I've included into this little compact, which makes it very easy if you're traveling or you forget your brushes. So we're going to start with the middle color and we're going to use our flat foundation brush. So what I do is I pick up the product on one side of the brush, and these are talc free. They're very silky and smooth. They're made in Italy. Close your eye. And we're going to start in the middle of the eye here and just give it a wash of color. You can build this up as much as you want. You can just do a nice light dusting to give you that sheen. This does have a sheen to it. It's not glitter. It's not too of a punchy high sheen. It's just going to be nice to give a little bit of that freshness to the eye. Doing the same exact thing on the other eye, starting in the middle, and then I just pull it down to the inner corner there. You can see I just love a little bit of that sheen on a mature eye. I think it gives it life. I think that matte shadows are great also if that's what you like, but for something a little bit different, you can use a nice sheen. I'm just going to turn the eyeshadow brush over and I'm going to go into the first color and just give a little bit of a highlight to that brow bone. I'm going to take our tapered blending brush. They all come in my essential makeup brush kit that I created for you. You get 10 great brushes. That's all you need. You don't need 20 or 30. I mean, they're just very, very simple. They're 100% vegan and they just are very, very soft. That's one thing that I wanted for you. I didn't want you using scratchy brushes. You have the foundation buffing brush though, right?
I think, yes.
You don't have these brushes though.
Correct.
Okay.
No.
How do these feel on your eyes?
Very soft. And I'm figuring out my problem has been also, I don't blend. I don't blend enough.
Oh yeah?
You're blending a lot.
Yes.
It's
Just a little bit. And you'll see
remember.
this when you watch this back, you'll see basically it's not a lot. You're just washing the color on. They're so forgiving that you don't feel like, oh gosh, it's so much or what have you. And then you can just blend out if you feel like it's too much for you.
Right.
So I'm going to take the darkest color and give a little dimension just in this corner. Come up here, paying attention to Chris's eye shape and what her skin's doing here. So I might go a little bit more just right up here to give more depth. I'm going to come over on this eye and concentrate on this crease here. You can see the skin goes down a little bit, which is fine. Again, this is about working with what you have. This isn't about changing and doing a ton of makeup. This is about enhancing your beauty and not covering it all up. It's not about how much makeup can I put on. I'm not trying to transform Chris into somebody that she's not. I want her to feel confident and feel that she has a makeup look that she feels really good in and confident. So just like I said about blending, this is my eyeshadow blending brush. You can come back and just wash out the color if you want to. So everything should look very soft. This is why I created and formulated these eyeshadows to be silky smooth, but I wanted you to feel that they just really worked with your skin and they really complemented it. I'm going to now focus on the brows. We just did a nice little beautiful soft eyeshadow. This is Brownie, our skinny brow pencil, and I picked out the Cocoa brow mascara. So Chris does have permanent makeup on her brows about 5 years ago. So they do fade, which is fine. They do still look beautiful. And all you need to do is just, you can either get them touched up or you can just fill in with the brow. I always think once you have this really nice shape with the permanent makeup, just filling in, because the skin can only take so much color as you keep going and touching up. Sometimes the skin will just stop taking the color. So even though Chris has the permanent makeup, I will still use my technique of just doing light strokes like this. So I'm just filling in where it's gotten a little bit lighter for her brows. Now with the brow mascara, this is really great because Chris has a lot of control for coloring the gray hair. So she doesn't have to get them tinted. She can do just like a nice little stroke over those grays and just giving more dimension to the brow. I'm going to be taking Fiercely Smooth. This is my face primer that's going to give you a little bit of a burst of hydration, and then it's going to really set your skin up to be very smooth for the BB cream.
It's totally different from any primer I've ever seen.
Oh yeah? What is it? Usually clear?
This is almost gel-like, it looks like. Yeah, different. Nice.
So we did the brows. We have the Fiercely Smooth now soaking into the skin. We're going to go back to the eyes and do a plum eyeliner. So Chris actually has our charcoal eyeliner. So I wanted to mix things up a little bit. I think that it'll look really nice with Naughty Nancy. The top she picked out to wear today, I think it's going to all come really nicely together. So we're going to line the eyes. And when I line the eyes, I'm going to just the base, right where her lashes are. I really want to thicken this up. I don't want to make too big of a line though. It's not about how much eyeliner I can put on. It's about defining the eyes and really complementing Chris's eye shape. So you can see that I created this beautiful line on her eye. It's not too much, but it's defining the eye. So this is plum. This is really beautiful. I do stay away from black. On mature women, I think it's too harsh. I think that charcoal or dark chocolate, plum or navy are just the perfect 4 different colors for mature women. So I love that we really just got really close to the lash line. Again, we have a little bit of hooding here, so we don't want to bring the eyeliner up too high. We just want to define this so we're getting a really nice look to the eye. I'm going to take our Volume Up mascara and I'm going to go to the base of the lashes and really pull out all of Chris's lashes. Even those little baby ones are going to be on this comb-like brush. So this is why I developed this brush. It's very small teeth that will grip the lashes. And actually, Chris hasn't experienced our mascara yet, so this will be interesting to see. So what I do is I go to the base here, I wiggle back and forth right at the base of the lashes, and then I pull up. So you can see it almost pulls her lid up because it's getting all of these little lashes. There's literally 3 rows of lashes that we have, and pulling it up. So you can see I can almost just like leave it, and it pulls the lashes up. So you know that you're getting beautiful application because it's not just wiping over your lashes. You really want those lashes to be your like focal point.
It's amazing how I can feel it pull the lashes.
I love it because I can literally, you can, when you're doing it yourself, you can rest it and then just almost like kind of close your eye and then just pull up. And you know, it's just giving this beautiful, I mean, it takes a little bit longer, but it's worth it to not just go really quickly and not get that real look to the lashes.
Then I didn't feel like I needed an eyelash curler.
I know, I didn't curl them on purpose. And I didn't do the bottom lashes and I didn't do eyeliner on the bottom because I wanted to just keep this really clean for daytime for Chris. So we're going to see how this all comes together now with doing a little extreme cancel. Chris does have our color corrector bundle, which is our no redness that will cancel out red on the skin. We have extreme cancel, which is an orange that cancels out extreme darkness. And we have just peachy, which will cancel out blues or any lighter discoloration. So she said that she feels like when she uses the Just Peachy, she still sees some darkness. She isn't actually using a concealer though. So sometimes though you can get away with just using Just Peachy like I do, but Chris has a little bit more of a tanner skin. So we're gonna try the extreme cancel, seeing just in this darkness area here, lightening that up a little bit, and then we're going to use a concealer over. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna lightly just do a nice little application in this darker area to help lighten, color correct that darkness. I'm just taking a little disposable sponge and I'm going to work this into the under eye area. This is always the part where it's trust the process because it looks crazy and everybody's like, oh my gosh, wait, what's going on? Did you just make it worse? But using a color corrector like the orange is going to lift the color, that darkness. And then we're going to go over with the medium creamy concealer. So I'm taking the creamy concealer and I'm going to just go up into this corner, basically like where I went for this extreme cancel. I'm going to bring it down a little bit, touching right on this area here. And it's going to depend on your skin, your bone structure, how you're placing this. I am placing this as I see I should when I look at Chris's face here, and just kind of really working. I don't want to overdo it, but I do want to get a nice brighter eye area. I also designed this where you can see how the just gathers at the top. So when I want to just give that extra, I can place it in there and it's more precise. It's almost like I can dot on like different things if I wanted to, like that. And it's easy. It just gives you like that perfect dot of product. Just going to take my flat foundation brush and I'm going to work this in.
Again, it's the blending. You're blending. And I'm much harder on my skin.
Yeah?
I don't go as light as you do and take the time to blend. So,
well, when you have brushes,
lesson for me, yeah.
When you have the bright brushes, it'll be a lot easier. You do have the foundation buffing brush. So have you been buffing this into the skin, the BB cream?
Hands.
Oh, okay.
But we'll see.
You'll see a different application.
Okay.
So I'm going to be taking the tan BB cream and I'm going to be using our foundation buffing brush. You don't need that much. I'm basically doing about 2 pumps. And if we need more, we can go back. But what's nice is that you really want to pick up the product in the brush. So you're buffing it into the skin. So it's going to be just seamless. It's very smooth. And you'll see a difference because if you're using your hands, you're probably not getting that kind of buffed into the skin because the hands can, you might get a little bit of streaking if you're just using your hands. But when you're buffing it in, it goes nicely in and then you can bring it down on the neck because you just want it to be like all together. Now, just finishing up the BB cream on the skin, just even tone, very lightweight. How do you like using a BB cream in South Florida or in Florida? You're actually a little bit cooler.
It is. It's much lighter than any other, foundation or whatever you want to call it. It's much lighter, which I like.
Right.
In the heat.
Taking a little rose lip balm, and I'm going to hydrate the lips.
Sometimes I feel like a chapstick actually dries out my lips.
Yeah, I know. So this rose lip balm should be nice. It's like a treatment to lips. And then your lip liner goes on a lot smoother. Your lipstick will go on, or even your lip gloss. Do you wear lip gloss?
I don't wear, no. I use the Manifest and Glow, but I don't have any lip gloss.
Lipstick.
Lipstick, right. But not lip gloss.
Oh, you don't wear lip gloss besides Manifest and Glow?
Correct.
Okay. I thought a nice combo today would be Rosé All Day and Upgrade. So I think you kind of upgraded your life with the jumping out of a plane. So I think it's appropriate for it today. So we're going to line the lips with our waterproof lip liner, and then we'll just do a really nice, beautiful gloss. So I am lining the lips, following her natural lip line. In the front here, on these kind of like where the Cupid's bow comes, I'm just going to lift it just a tad. I'm not overlining. I just want to give it just a little bit more definition and lift. I did a video on this before called the lip lift, I think it was called. And it was always a really highly requested trick I did when I was seeing my clients. So I just bring it up just a tad here. So it just gives a fuller top lip. Chris can also use this as a lipstick and then use the Manifest and Glow over if she wanted to. So these are waterproof. You can fill in the whole lip, but we're going to be using the Upgrade as our lip gloss today. You can see it has a little bit of the silver flecks in it. So it's not going to be flat. It's going to be really just nice and refreshing on the lip. I also made this doe foot, which is your applicator, a little bit curved, but it's also thinner because I know not everybody has really full lips, and it's sometimes very hard to apply lip gloss with a very big doe foot because it kind of goes everywhere. So you have a smaller, more delicate lip applicator here in the lip gloss. Chris has our Classic Beach Glow and loves the cream highlighter, bronzer, and the blush. So I thought I'll give her a little bit of an option here where she can mix, because I want her to experiment and not just stay with one thing.
Right.
So we have Paris is our cream blush, and we have St. Bart's, and I'm going to mix the two. I did this on a video the other day that I really enjoyed on myself. So I basically just took Paris, which is a really nice berry color, and then I just mixed it with St. Bart's, and I got a really pretty, just like a softer, muted pink. So I thought it was really nice. It's a really great way to have two products, use them individually, or you can mix them together and have a custom color.
So when I do this the same way, put it on my hand and then brush it on?
You could, or you could, depending on, since you're mixing, or you could do a couple dots of the Paris and then a couple dots of the St. Bart's and then mix it in together.
Okay.
It just depends. And then you'll be able to see on your application, smile. So we're just gonna add some really beautiful rosiness that really sinks into the skin. You'll see that it gives her this beautiful sheen, but it's not this glossy, heavy kind of cream blush. It's just going to radiate through the skin, and that's what I really like. It's very soft and satiny. And this is really about, you can see with when I put on blush on Chris's face, it's about her feeling like herself. And this is why I created the line that I did for mature women. I knew exactly what I wanted to see on your skin. I've been working on skin for over 20 years, and I knew when I was reformulating, like certain things that I wasn't happy with. So I fixed that. I wanted to see this cream blush not sit on your skin, but come through the skin. So that's what I'm getting right now. With this, she could just use St. Bart's if she wanted to. It's a very soft pink. She can use Paris by itself, sheer it out, or she can mix the two together. I'm going to use my Creme Brulee, which is my hybrid bronzer. So this is going to be really nice. It has shea butter in it. It's very silky smooth. Chris does have more tan skin, but she can have a little bit more of that radiance with a bronzer. I didn't want you to be afraid to use a bronzer because I think that they're very intimidating when they're all a dark tan and you're not quite sure and you don't want to have streakiness and what have you. So I cut it with this cream. So you get this really beautiful, when you swirl your brush yourself, I'm using our blush bronzer angled brush, you're going to just get a little bit more definition. So we can put this on the jawline, you can bring it down if you're wanting to just blend in, but it's very soft, very pretty, and it's just subtle. I don't want to see a lot of dark color on Chris's skin. She already has beautifully tan skin. We just want to give her a little bit more and have it really just kind of come through this blush underneath. My last step will be taking my Nikita Banana. It's just a brightening powder. Again, it's very light. It's talc-free. I'm going to just set, look up, just underneath the eyes, just a little bit. Chris said that she does get a little bit oily in the T-zone. So we can just, kind of softly do that. Of course, I'm going to end with my pure rose water that I love. It actually matches Chris's top beautifully. She might be leaving with it. So we're going to just spray this on her skin nicely. Close. We are going to show Chris what her beautiful, natural, kind of everyday look could be, or maybe this is a luncheon or maybe going out for an evening. So we're going to just see kind of like what you feel having more brighter colors on.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked with the pink. I never wear pink lipstick. I love it. And it is such an illusion. The little bit you did on the eyes just kind of lifts them a little bit. I mean, they don't feel heavy.
You don't wear eyeshadow, so it's interesting to see what you thought of having just a little wash of color.
It is. Yeah, no, it's perfect. I feel like I look very dewy. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I look bright. And I was afraid of the Nikita Banana because I thought I'd now look yellow or powdery, but not at all. It's great.
I think that the lip matches so perfectly with your top, but also with your skin tone, right? You have brown eyes, but we're popping it with a little bit of a pink with a little bit of softness on the eyes, not doing neutral or anything that's, not going to lift the eye. We want to add color to your skin.
Yeah. And it's just enough. I love it.
Oh, good. I'm so happy.
Thank
it looks
you.
so good.
No,
it really looks just you. I didn't want to do too much because you don't really wear that much. So why go over the top and make you feel uncomfortable?
No, it feels light. I don't feel heavy.
Right. Like you have a lot of layers
I'm covered.
on.
I don't feel like I'm covered.
So ladies, I hope you enjoyed Chris sharing her beauty with you and her experiences recently that are really very inspirational to me. And until my next video, I'll see you later.